Good day, everyone. My name is Gonzaga, and I am going to discuss my research titled Saving Behavior and Spending Habits of Teachers in Sagayan National High School. So, first, let me discuss my introduction. So, in America, the Ramsey report in 2023 found that 89% of American adults admitted that high school did not make them fully prepared for handling money once they stuck out on their own, while 75% of American adults also said in the years following high school that they often 32% or sometimes 42% felt stress due to financial issues. According to Nguyen 2022 in Vietnam, an online survey questionnaire, there are 89.2% shows that adults of younger age have better skills in cash management, credit management, savings, investment, and financial management compared to older adults. In Sultan Kudarat, particularly in Tacorong National High School, 55 senior high school teachers using a quantitative research design and descriptive correlational technique. The spending habits domain showed a moderate level of diversity and overspending and a high level of loyalty. According to Arroyo and Bayani 2024, in Davao de Oro, 192 teachers from East and West districts finding shows that financial management behavior were favorable. Now, let's proceed to research objectives. So, my research objectives is to describe the level of saving behavior in terms of financial literacy, parental socialization, peer influence, self-control, and saving behavior. To describe the spending habits in terms of price elasticity, peer influence, and to determine the significant relationship between saving behavior and spending habits. To determine which domain of the saving behavior and spending habits of teachers in Sagayan National High School. For the hypothesis, one is there is significant relationship between the influence of teachers' saving behavior on the spending habits among teachers in Sagayan National High School. Number two is there is domain and influence of teach spending habits among teachers in Sagayan National High School. Now let's proceed to theoretical framework. So this study is based on the consumer theory of saving, and life cycle hypothesis. So consumer theory is by Hodge Green and Hansworth Penguin 1971. So consumer theory is seeks to understand how individuals make informed decisions about resource distribution. Businesses needed to understand how consumers choose to spend their hard-earned money. Consumer attempts to predict how individuals spend their money by looking at their budget. This theory assumes that individuals' weaknesses are making rational choices. So, theory of saving is by Katona's 1975. It is based on the consumption that saving is depend on the ability to save and the willingness to save. Someone's ability to save would be equal to disposable income, and someone's willingness to save would depend on financial expectations and attitude. This theory is based on the combination of economic and psychological variable. While income is important, willingness to save should be considered as well when predicting saving. In other words, those who are able to save still need to choose to do so. That is, they have to make a decision that requires some degree of willpower. So, this study also anchored to life cycle hypothesis as postulated by Gliani and Bromberg 1954. This study aimed to investigate the relationship between saving behavior and spending habits of teachers, the level of saving behavior to their ability spending habits. Teacher saving habits is an important factor in determining the spending habit struggles of teachers. According to Kosairi et al. 2019, he states that the consumption uses or utilize goods and services to fulfill personal needs. So here is my conceptual paradigm. So we have saving behavior, which is my IV, and spending habits, which is my DV. IV stands for independent variable and DV stands for dependent variable. So my IV is consists five indicators, which is the financial literacy, parental socialization, peer influence, self control, and saving behavior. While in my spending habits, my DV consists two indicators only, which is the price elasticity and peer influence. So for my So for my research design, the research design I use is quantitative descriptive correlation. This is to examine if the saving behavior and spending habits of teachers in Sagayan National High School are significantly correlated. The process of collecting and analyzing numerical data in order to describe, predict, or regulate a significant variable is known as quantitative research. That is according to Bandari 2023. So this is my research locale. The investigation is focused on the Davao region, Region 11 in the Philippines. The study will specifically takes place in Barangay Sagayen, located in the municipality of Asuncion, Davao del Norte, which has a population of 59,322 and covers an area of 297.39 kilometers. Research activities will be conducted at Sagayen National High School. Population and sample. This part is focuses on teachers at Sagayan National High School during the 2024 and 2025 school year. It aims to study the link between saving behavior and spending habits from a total of 70 teachers. Now we have statistical tool. The responses from the questionnaire is tallied and recorded. The analysis was utilized the following statistical treatment, which is the mean. This was used to measure the level of saving behavior and spending habits. The person R. This was used to determine the significant relationship between saving behavior and spending habits. And lastly, the regression analysis. This was used to identify which aspect of significantly influences spending habits. Now, let's proceed to the results of our tables, which are the Table 1, Table 2, Table 3, and Table 4. So now, I am going to discuss the Table 1. So the Table 1 presents the level of saving behavior among teachers. The first one is the saving behavior with a mean of 3.25, financial literacy with a mean of 3.83, and parental socialization with a mean of 3.66. They are all belong to high evident. However, self-control has a mean of 3.9 and peer influence with a mean of 3.48. Overall, this indicates that the level of saving behavior is moderately evident among teachers. The next table that I will going to discuss is the table 2. Table 2 ranks levels of spending habits based on mean scores. The highest mean is for price elasticity with a mean of 0.20, followed by peer influence with a mean of 2.57 that belongs to low evident. The overall mean satisfaction level is 3.39, indicating a moderate level of satisfaction in spending habits of teachers. Now, we are going to discuss the Table 3. Table 3 shows a significant between saving behavior and spending habits. with an R value of 0.33, p-value of 0.00, leading to the rejection of null hypothesis. The coefficient of determination of R squared is 0.11, indicating that 11th of the variation in saving behavior can be explained by spending, while the remaining 89% suggests that other unexamined influence these strategies. The last table is table 4. Table 4 shows that all saving behavior indicators such as saving behavior, financial literacy, parental socialization, peer influence, and self-control have a p-values of 0.00, which is significantly less than 0.05. This leads to the rejection of null hypothesis, indicating a statistically significant relationship between saving behavior and spending habits. The results suggest that an individual's saving behavior is a significant predictor of their spending habits. The summary of findings are based on the data gathered, the following findings were presented. Number 1, the level of saving behavior among teachers in Sagay National High School has a moderate evident overall mean of 3.48 with a descriptive equivalent of moderate. The level of spending habits among teachers in Sagay National High School has an overall mean of 3.39 with a descriptive equivalent of moderate. Number 3, there is a statistically significant relationship between saving behavior and spending habits among teachers, as indicated by a probability value of 0.00 and a significance level of 0.05, leading to the rejection of the null hypothesis. Number 4, in statistic terms, there is significant evidence to reject the idea that saving behavior among teachers are caused by spending habits, as the calculated probability value of 0.00 is lower than the level of significance of 0.05. For the conclusion, based on the findings, of following conclusions are made. Number 1, the level of saving behavior is moderate. Number 2, the level of spending habits is moderate evident. Number 3, there is a significant relationship between saving behavior and spending habits. Number 4, saving behaviors are significant in predicting the spending habits of teachers. For the recommendations, number 1, implement a financial literacy program. Integrate a comprehensive financial literacy program into the school curriculum, focusing on saving, budgeting, and informed spending decisions. Include age-appropriate lessons on financial concepts and use interactive exercises to engage teachers. Number 2, introduce financial goal setting workshops. Offers structured workshops that helps teachers set realistic financial goals, create budgets, and track their progress. Ensure these workshops are interactive and in appropriate real-world scenarios. Number 3, integrate financial stimulation games and technology. Explore the use of financial simulation games and educational technology to make learnings about finance engaging and interactive. Choose tools that align with the learning objectives and provide necessary teacher training. Number 4, foster a culture of financial responsibility. Create a supportive environment within the school community that encourages responsible financial behaviors. Implement a school-wide savings challenges and invite guest speakers from the financial industry. Number 5 is to establish a collaborative framework. Develop a multi-stakeholder framework that includes parents, teachers, students, and the Department of Education or DepEd to monitor the financial progress and promote healthy financial habits through regular communication. Number 6, ensure accessible financial counseling services. Provide teachers with an easy access to confidential financial counseling and support services to address both financial and psychological challenges. Implement early intervention programs for at risk teachers. Number 7, create a supportive classroom environment. Foster a classroom atmosphere that encourages open communication, positive reinforcement, and peer support to help teachers focus on learning about financial responsibility. Number 8, research title suggestion. Enhancing financial well-being among teachers, a study of financial literacy and behavior change. Thank you for watching.